All right, welcome back everybody to another shave video. Today we are going to be reviewing an old classic of mine. It's the Barber Shop from Stirling Soap Company. So this is actually the first soap I ever purchased. Still like it to this day. Haven't used it too much just because I got addicted to trying different soaps. But it smells great. Super classic scent. Best way I can describe it is like a very sweet baby powder. Almost like you can taste the sweetness just in smelling it. Maybe like a very, very slight hint of like cinnamon, but primary is like vanilla, baby powder, and like a tiny hint of spice. I'm picking up possibly like a cinnamon. But it smells absolutely great. Really good bang for your buck with these guys too, straight from Stirling's website. I think it's like $13 or something like that for a can of soap, and these things will last you forever. Yeah, it smells great. Also, I do have the matching splash, so I was just experimenting with mentholated stuff when I was getting into shaving, or wet shaving, so this is with menthol added to it. This guy does hurt when you put it on. It's pretty much all alcohol based. Yeah, denatured alcohol, witch hazel, fragrance oil, aloe vera, glycerin, and some word I can't pronounce. It does do the job though, closes up your pores, sanitizes your face, and it just smells great. It's like, again, a very strong vanilla baby powder, slightly spicy scent. I do have about 2 days worth of growth today, so we're gonna try a different razor of mine. I've had this one for a little while now, I just haven't really used it much. So this is the Viking. It's pretty nice, you know, safety razor, really heavy, very heavy. It is an adjustable, so it's got numbered 1 through max, so 1 through 10. For today, I'm going to just try it. You know, we'll try it on 1, just because I like, you know, not to have it too aggressive. Really nice butterfly doors, you know, opens and closes nice and easy. Open, close. So get the razor set up here. Again, I am using my favorite, the Wilkinson sword, the Indian version, made by Gillette. Get this guy out of here. Open up the doors. Drop this guy straight down the center, just like that. Close the doors, nice and tight. Yeah, and you can already tell, even on, let me see, I gotta dumb it down to 1. Okay, yeah, so the higher you go, the more blade is exposed. So I don't know if you can see, that's on a 1. So let me just go to a 5, so you can see the difference. A little bit more blade exposed. Let's go to max. And a significant amount of blade exposed. It changes how much is coming out and how much more blade is gonna be touching your face. Again, I do not like aggressive, but you also need to have it aggressive enough to take down your hair to where it doesn't look like you have 5 o'clock shadow, you know, after you just shaved. Anyways, let's get into this. I'm gonna be using the standard Parasso as the pre-shave. I'm gonna get my face wet here, and gonna do a dirty lather just to get the soap on the brush. Still using the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Starcraft brush. Really like it. It's synthetic. I personally don't own any Badger brushes just because, you know, I heard there's a break-in period and they kind of smell funky when you first get them. Also, they're pretty expensive. You start going for the premium Badger. I'll probably dabble in it someday, but for now, I've really been enjoying the synthetic. It's just, you know, plug and play right out of the package. So, get my face wet here, and we'll hop right into it. And I'm kind of excited to try the Viking out again. The reason I hung it up before was it was the second razor I ever bought. I wanted to try and play with adjustable razors, and it was very aggressive on my face. And I think it was personally just a lack of experience with safety razors for how new I was to this style of wet shaving. I probably wasn't doing the right angle, and I'd really nick myself bad, even on, you know, I think I would always keep it around 1 to 3. So I ended up not liking it so much that I literally put it in the drawer and I didn't touch it again for a while. This is probably the first time actually I brought it back out, just figuring out what I want to use today. And I want to be able to give you different reviews on stuff that I, you know, haven't done. Obviously, it's going to be mundane if I just keep doing the same razor every time, even though I do prefer the Edwin Jagger as of right now. I did just order a Henson. So the buddy of mine who's also really into shaving, he went out and bought a Henson. So they're a little bit on the pricier side. I think I dropped about 65 bucks ish for the Henson. So that's still being shipped. But he swears by it. He also has really bad sensitivity issues with his neck, similar to the same area I am. He just needs to be more prone to razor bumps than I am with the nicks and whatnot. All right, I think that's good enough. Yeah, it smells great. All right, we'll get into it. And again, once it goes on your face, the baby powder really comes out, and it's not like you're smelling like a kid or something like that. I don't know. I don't want you to get the wrong impression that you're gonna smell like a toddler or something that just got his diaper changed. It's not like that. It's a very classic, sweet smelling, yet a little musky, but it's a very clean smelling scent that's sweet. That's the best way I can describe it. It's very slick. I do like Stirling. I actually gave my father the Stirling Lumberjack. Excellent scent. That one is way more masculine than this is, but you cannot go wrong with a classic barbershop scent. Pretty much every single manufacturer that's in the shave soap game has their own rendition of the barbershop scent. All right, here we go. It's been a minute, so we'll see how this guy shaves. Again, I do have it on number 1 setting. Can't really see it because it's kind of goldish writing. You can see the arrow there pointing on 1. I'm getting shaving cream all over my shirt. All right, here we go. Come on. Yeah, so right away I can tell, you can see I'm not quite getting that real tight sideburn cut. So 1, it's not really cutting. And this is the game you play with safety razors. So I'm gonna bump it up to a 2. Lock it back down here. And these razors, they do have a feature to where you cannot adjust it, at least for biking. You cannot make an adjustment while it's locked in. You have to very slightly unlock it, and then you can adjust it, and then you relock it. But you can't on the fly, like this is tight. I can't adjust this anymore as it is. I'd have to unlock it, make the adjustment, and then lock it back down. So 2 is much nicer. I will say though, I can already feel the blade much more on a 2, like drastically more. Kind of compare it to the bevel, to where it's still very comfortable. But again, just doing the 1 pass, I can really feel that I still have a lot of hair left over. It's still knocking it down okay, but I do have a lot of hair that I'm curious if it's going to actually take it all down on the upward pass. Because usually on the downward pass, it's pretty darn smooth, and then you just got to touch it up with the, oh, maybe not. Touch it up with the upward pass. Overall, I'm liking it. I don't really know why. Well, actually, I do know why I put it away, because I didn't really know what I was doing when I had it. And if you watched my previous video, I did nick myself pretty good because I was talking right there. So I need to be careful not to reopen that guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna try not to talk while I'm shaving around my chin area, because I end up literally shaving a layer of skin off my freaking chin. But it's all right. As I said before, it grows back. It's knocking it down pretty good. I think 2 is good. You know, just for fun, let's bump it up to a 3. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So, for me personally, a 3 is probably as high as my skin can tolerate. I'm even slightly nervous to continue on the 3 for the upward pass, because I think I'm gonna nick myself. Just because of the tugging and the sensitivity. I'm pretty sure, but we'll see. We'll keep it on a 3. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do probably 3 passes today with this. Yeah, another complaint with this guy, just like the Edwin Jagger, they have little channels. I do not like that. If you have any, sort of growth, or you like to keep your soap consistency a little thicker, they will clog up big time. And it's hard to get it washed out. And the last thing you want to do is be going over a spot multiple times and it's not really cutting anymore because it's so gummed up inside there because it can't filter out because the port feature. It's not like gridlocked in there, but you do have to spend a little more time getting it out. I'll say the Edwin Jaggers is the worst as far as the channels getting locked up, or clogged up, not locked up. Yeah. Probably start using this soap again. I like the performance of it. It's super easy to lather once it goes on. So you can see this one does wipe off a little easier than, let's say, the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements or Ariana and Evans. It's not quite as slick, but it's definitely slick enough to get the job done and also make it to where you don't have irritation. All right. Pass number 2 here. All right, here we go. Again, I'm going to take it slow. And if it starts to cause too much irritation, I'm going to dumb it back down. I guess that's the beauty of having an adjustable, because if it starts to get too aggressive, dumb it down. And you can already see, so my skin's getting red here from being scratched or scraped by the razor. Just to, reiterate, my skin is sensitive when it comes to shaving. And I've said in previous videos, that's why I actually went away from cartridge shaving. For the longest time, I went to electric because my face would be in so much pain after shaving. I had to find a different alternative. And this type of shaving, was never introduced to me as definitely a thing of the past. Like your grandparents or great-grandparents, even depending on how old you are, this was their style. And when cartridges came out, they thought it was the best thing since canned beer. And this style of shaving, at least in the US, almost became non-existent. And then the electric razors came in. Gosh, I think I just opened that again. No, we're good. Definitely tugged on it. Yeah. Try not to shave off the mustache here. Overall, not bad actually. The three, so you can see I'm getting the redness here and a little bit on the pad of the cheek here. Not so much on the neck. I don't have any nicks at all. Actually, very nice. I am gonna have to hit these two patches here where the hair grows this direction. This patch here, and then this patch right down here. It grows that way. So, you know, some people like to always plan on doing 3 passes, and if you're one of those guys that likes to do 3 passes every time, you get a super clean shave and your skin can handle it. Typically what guys like to do is, I'm just gonna do a 3rd pass for everything, just to explain. Typically what guys like to do is they will go down with the grain for the 1st pass. 2nd pass, they will go sideways to the grain, which is what I do ultimately for those 2 patches, but people will do their entire face this way, sideways. Because every hair follicle does have its own direction it likes to grow. And for some people, the facial hair on their face has different directions of growth. To where for me, I only have 2 patches, of course, on the sensitive part of my neck. But this is what most people will do if they're doing 3 passes. Once with the hair, once sideways or diagonal from the hair, and then once against the grain. That's nice. I will say, I do like this razor. Much more so than when I first got it. Again, this is the heaviest razor I have ever held. It is so freaking heavy, but it's nice. It feels like a tool. And you know, I love the butterfly doors. That's my favorite feature about these things. Makes it much easier to clean. Again, I only use 1 razor per shave, so this is going into my little bank here that I purchased. Holds quite a few blades. I've probably put over 100 blades in there now, and it's still not full. Anyways, super easy to clean with it being open like that. With the 3-piece razors, it's kind of annoying. You have a bunch of pieces all over the place. Granted, 3 pieces doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're trying to wash off every little tiny piece and dry off every little tiny piece, it gets annoying. To where this, you just open the doors, get the water in there, nice and clean, you know, open, and then you dry it off with the towel. At least that's what I do, because I want my stuff to last forever. Be able to pass it on to my kids if they choose to shave the correct way. And again, excellent, excellent scent. Strongly suggest it if you're looking for definitely an everyday type of shave soap. You cannot go wrong. It's not overpowering, but you smell clean. And it's a very inviting scent. It's not overpowering. It's not non-existent. But it's not so strong to where you're literally going to attract attention because of how strong it is. But you are going to smell nice and clean shaved. Okay, I got a little tiny nick here. But other than that, that's pretty darn good. So I'm getting my face washed off with cold water here, and we'll prepare for the splash because it burns. Skin is still slick. Yeah, I did hit that. Yeah, the scab's kind of moving around. That's all right. Tried to avoid it. Yeah, you can see the scab's lifted a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. All right, it's about ready to come off anyways. That's gonna feel wonderful. Let me put the splash on that. That's all right. Cleans it out, tightens your skin, makes your pores close up. I don't really think there's any point in shaking this, just because it's all alcohol based pretty much. I don't think it's gonna really separate, but just for good measure as a habit, I will. Comes out very quick. Very big spout. We'll do a generous amount here. Hands. Oh God, yeah. Oh God. And then the menthol, it just adds to the insult, because then it sets in, and then that icy fire just, God. But I will say you learn to love it. It does feel nice after everything is said and done. Your face feels cool. It's refreshed. You get that lasting menthol cool feeling. But obviously when you shave, you're taking off a thin layer of skin off the top, and it's, you know, open to the elements. So it's important to use some sort of splash. I've had some coworkers of mine, I got a dog here in my mouth. Some coworkers of mine that didn't want to spend the money on a splash, and they hit me up a couple days later and they go, hey, you know, I'm starting to get like acne, you know, what's up with that? And I don't know if it's 100% the reason why, but it would make sense because, you know, alcohol or witch hazel are gonna kill any type of germs that are on your face, especially when you're opening up your pores because you're shaving. You know, if you just splash it off with water and go throughout your day, there's a good portion of the time, you know, even if you splash with cold water, it's not going to quite suck in your pores as much as alcohol or witch hazel is going to do, which is obviously going to open up to germs getting in there, or bacteria, which is going to cause all that nasty stuff to form on your face. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did enjoy shaving with this guy. Again, this was the Viking, and it's the Emperor is the model. Again, nice butterfly doors, very, very heavy. Can almost do curls with the darn thing, it's so heavy. Anyways, this was a review on Stirling's The Barber Shop. Excellent soap. I highly recommend it if you guys are looking for a different soap or to try a different soap brand. Please tell me what you guys do like, what you guys don't like. I do pay attention to the comments. Thank you for those who have already commented. I do really appreciate the input. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, I'll see you later.